As promised, this house is mine. Now get out, you vermin. I've been on the receiving end of snide comments before, but being called vermin takes it to a whole new level. That's not something you say to another human being, especially not to your family-in-law. You're the one who ruined my son, you vermin. I never thought my mother-in-law would say something like that. But if that's the case, so be it. I have my own plans. Fine, we'll leave by the end of the day. Now it's our turn. What goes around comes around. My name is Donna Owen. I'm 35 years old and married. I don't have kids, but I live a happy life every day with the man I love, Cyrus. My husband's name is Cyrus Owen. He's the same age as me, 35 years old. We met in fashion school, and I fell for his warm and gentle nature. I made the first move and we started dating. We married the following year. Right after graduating from fashion school, we launched an apparel company. I'd come up with the clothing designs, while the dexterous Cyrus would actually make the clothes. Armed with our finished products, we would go on sales calls together, bowing our heads deeply over and over to secure contracts. Now, we're even getting offers from other companies and have been featured in magazines. As a CEO, my life is pretty hectic. The downside, I can't work alongside Cyrus. He has a chronic disease and has been frail since childhood, unable to work long hours. So we decided I'd handle the work and Cyrus would take care of the housework. Cyrus is skilled with his hands, unlike me. He's a whiz at all household chores. Especially when it comes to cooking, he's as good as a top-notch professional. It's a hobby for him, but I'm always amazed by his skill. Where did he learn to do all that? I'm the wife, so it's an awkward position, but I have my own responsibilities, so I make it work. I'm home.
Good to see you, Donna. Dinner's ready. Want a shower first?
Sounds good. When I get home, a life of comfort like this awaits us. That's the secret to our happiness. And above all, our current condo symbolizes our lifestyle. It's a 4-bedroom luxury condominium. It feels like a dream that we can afford such a place. All because we've worked hard for it. But then one day, something dreadful happened. Ding dong!
Hello?
Hey there, I came to visit my lonely little brother. This lady right here is Cyrus's sister, and she goes by the name Freya Owen. Even at 45, she's proudly single. She's living at home, enjoying unemployment. She claims she's going to marry a rich man and live the high life. When that will happen is anybody's guess. After all, who would fall for someone as selfish and self-centered as her? She comes to see us not to catch up, but to nitpick at me. It's exhausting to be criticized over every little thing. Donna, when are you going to start doing housework? It's ridiculous to have your husband do it. We've made this decision together. Shut up! Enough with your lame excuses. I can't stand seeing my dear brother doing housework every day. As if she really cares. She nags us with petty complaints every time she visits. So, you've been living here for a year now, right? That's when I sensed something off about what she said. I had a bad feeling. What's it to you? I thought it was about time. Good timing? We were puzzled by Freya's words just a moment ago. I'm going to live here. What? Why? Both Cyrus and I were stunned by Freya's unbelievable statement. This place is nice, she commented, or I like this area, exploring room by room. Once she had seen everything, she said, I knew I'd like this condo, I'll be back, and left. After Freya was gone, Cyrus and I sat on the sofa, bewildered by her words. A week later, I was at work when Cyrus called. It was unusual for him to call me during work hours. Cyrus, you never call me at work. What happened?
Freya's here,
he said. As she'd promised, she had returned. And she'd brought a load of her stuff, which Cyrus was helping her unpack. Do you think Freya is really planning on living here?
I'm pretty sure she is.
Feeling uneasy, I decided to rush home. Cyrus, I told you to put that there. You're not using that room, are you? It's going to be my dressing room. And when is your wife coming back? She's so useless. It was Freya's voice. Freya, what are you doing? Sister-in-law noticed my voice and looked my way. You're finally back. Look at Cyrus, he's about to cry from exhaustion. If he hadn't married you, this wouldn't be happening. You're the wrong spouse. Freya had caused all this chaos, yet she acted so arrogantly. If she hadn't decided to live here, none of this would have happened. As my anger surged, I heard a loud thud. Cyrus, are you okay? Cyrus? He fainted. This is all your fault. Cyrus has a chronic disease and is frail. You knew that, yet you still made him work? How can you say such things? I can't believe what my sister-in-law is saying. My grip tightens on the suitcase handle. Just then...
Hey, Mrs. Owen, what's all this commotion about? We're getting complaints from the neighbors.
The building manager shows up, having heard the noise. I apologize. We'll wrap this up immediately. As I try to dismiss the manager, my sister-in-law interjects. Sorry about this, Mr. Manager. My brother and his wife are so naive, causing trouble for everyone. I promise I'll give them a piece of my mind later. Could you overlook this just for me? What? How did we become the villains here? At this, the building manager says,
Well, if you say so, Mrs. Owen, you should thank your sister-in-law. We can't have disturbances like this.
We're made to look like the bad guys, and it's infuriating. Stop standing around and sort out these bags. You're such a useless sister-in-law. I lay down my husband Cyrus, who has fainted, on the sofa, and quickly start organizing my sister-in-law's stuff. About an hour later, Cyrus wakes up.
Donna, I'm sorry. I should have done it myself.
I'm fine. Are you okay, Cyrus? Cyrus vaguely remembers fainting.
I'm embarrassed. I passed out again. I'm sorry, Donna.
He tries to get up to help, but I insist, don't worry, just rest for now. I'll take care of sister-in-law's stuff. He mutters a quiet apology and heads to the bedroom to lie down. I glance at the clock. It's past 3 a.m. Rubbing sleepy eyes, stepping out onto the balcony, and gazing blankly at the dimly lit streets below, I find myself wondering, what on earth am I doing? It's cold. Let's go to sleep. The next day, I woke up to find Cyrus missing from the bed next to me. Then I heard some noise coming from outside the bedroom.
Morning. Did you sleep well?
Cyrus had woken up early as usual, done the laundry, and was preparing breakfast. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, thanks to you, I had a good sleep. But I'm more concerned about you.
He had noticed that I had been working hard on his sister's demands.
Must have been tough.
He says gently. As I'm feeling grateful to Cyrus for his concern, Freya suddenly wakes up and says, "Could you keep it down?" She storms in, acting like she owns the place, and starts yelling. On such a peaceful morning, too. Even Cyrus looks perplexed by his sister-in-law. "So, when are you two moving out?" she asks. "Moving out? What are you talking about? This is our home," we reply. "Your home? No. This will be my home along with Dad and Mom." Wait, what is she talking about? Dad and Mom can't wait to move in here. They've been looking forward to it so much. They even told the neighbors yesterday, so they must be really excited. Unbelievable. Turns out she plans to kick us out and move in with her parents. Neither Cyrus nor I have visited our in-laws in years. We've had a terrible relationship since they opposed our marriage. We've been practically estranged ever since. And yet she thinks she can just impose her will on us? Absolutely not. At that moment, I made a decision. She's going to regret this. We started preparations the next day. When I was at work, Cyrus took over. When she was out, we both worked on it. Slowly but surely, we readied ourselves for what was coming. A few days later, she was at her parents' house.
"Today's the day,"
Cyrus says. "Yeah, it's finally here," I reply. Sister-in-law brings her parents to our home. That's when our plan begins. A few hours later, "Come on in, this is our new home," she tells her parents.
"Wow, this is way different than our old house."
"It's like a dream to think this beautiful, spacious place is going to be ours." The three of them walk around, ignoring us completely. What terribly rude people. With a saddened expression, Cyrus watches the three of them walk around the house without a word to us. Then she says, "As promised, we'll take this house. You vermin can get out now." I've heard my share of snide remarks, but being called vermin is a new low. It's not a term you use on people. Certainly not on your in-laws. But that's fine. I have my plans too. Understood. We'll move out today then. Now it's our turn. Karma has a way of coming full circle, you see. We knew what to expect from my sister-in-law and in-laws, and we're prepared. That same day, we left the condo and took refuge in my childhood home. My parents, unlike my in-laws, were thrilled about our marriage. Cyrus gets along well with them, and even helps my mom with housework. My dad says,
"Young folks these days help around the house, huh? When I was young, it was all up to my wife."
Cyrus replies,
"Times have changed, Dad. A lot of families are dual income now, and more men are contributing to housework."
My dad's all,
"Wow, the times have really changed."
Since coming here, we've been living a peaceful and comforting life. So much so that it makes our previous life feel suffocating. Then one day, Cyrus gets a text from my sister-in-law. A photo of three people flashing V signs against a night sky backdrop. To an outsider, it looks like a family portrait. To us, it's a picture full of disgust. My parents seem to feel the same way, judging by their faces. I guess they really like that condo. And why wouldn't they? It's one of the best luxury condos in the area. Great comfort, great views, and stylish interiors. No complaints. It's a bit pricey though, at $3,000 a month. That's why we chose it in the first place. But now they're the ones enjoying it. They must be really enjoying that room now.
Jealous?
I shake my head at Cyrus's question. Ever since I learned of my sister-in-law's scheme, my decision was firm. She must feel like she's in heaven, living in that place without a job, doing nothing. But sadly for her, this paradise is temporary. About 2 weeks later, what on earth is happening? Long time no see, sister-in-law. We get a call from her. Hey you, what have you done? What are you talking about? Your sentence has no subject, so I'm not sure what you're getting at. Freya, my sister-in-law, frantically says, the superintendent just told me we have to pack our stuff and move out by the end of the month. Well, yeah, that makes sense. We're not going to live there, so it's normal to cancel the lease, right? Why on earth would you do that? The condo was originally under my name, so it's only natural that I'd cancel the lease when I move out. I calmly explain this to Freya, but she's too worked up to listen. Who cares? Just make sure we have a place to stay. She snaps. Alright, if you want to keep the place, you can take over the lease. Just be mindful that the rent is $3,000 a month. What? $3,000? Did you think it would be cheaper? This is one of the most luxurious condos around here. It's not going to be cheap. Upon hearing this, Freya panics. You've got to be joking. There's no way I can afford that. Then I guess you'll have to give it up. No way. We finally got our hands on a luxury condo. Come on, lend me some money. Kicking people out and then saying you got your hands on it? Really bold. Nope. You wanted that place so badly that you pushed us out. Now you have to take responsibility. Amazingly, my in-laws had sold their family home. After kicking us out, she had told my in-laws, I'll be living here now, so you don't need the family home. Talk about timing. She probably never dreamed her actions would lead to this. That very day, all three were evicted from the condo by the building manager. The money from selling the family home ran out quickly, living as a trio. Now, it seems sister-in-law is scraping by on a minimal income from day and night part-time jobs. On the other hand, Cyrus and I continue living happily in my family home. We get along well with both of my parents and live every day as a true family. Of course, I earn the money and Cyrus takes care of the home. This won't change anytime soon. Treat others poorly and it'll definitely come back to haunt you. This experience was a great life lesson.